Therapy's in session. Okay, here we go. Happy Tuesday, December the 6th, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. Chris Phillips here, the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. What an eventful last 24 hours or so it has been, folks. We have got a lot to get into. Phone lines are open. I'm sure phone lines will be ringing off of the freaking hook today. So, again, of course, as always, I do want to hear from you. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. I see Bat to Ball, DGD, Travis Allen, Wesley Bowles, Travie, Tony Sharp, Gene Lott, Stephen Borrell Jr., Shortage, Jeff Gullidge, Jonathan Lee, Chuck, Braddock, Hunter Kelly. What's going on? Pack show. John Edward, appreciate you all tuning in. Also, those in the Big Cock Club Discord, over the TDC Questions channel, the TDC Questions channel, be sure your questions are answered there, guys, really quickly. Of course, TDC is always brought to you by our friends over at Prize Picks. Go download the Prize Picks app, go to prizepicks.com. Use the promo code TSUS to receive a 100% deposit match up to $100. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the phone lines.
Hunter.
Hunter, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. What about you?
I'm doing fantastic, my friend. What's going on?
So, what's going on with Jaheim Bell blocking you on Twitter?
Jaheim Bell blocked me on Twitter. Yes, this happened like at the this happened like the midway point of the season. I genuinely don't know, my guy. I knew it had happened already. I just hadn't posted about it all year. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's a huge sack guy, or maybe. I don't care. I don't take any of it personally. Like I got to be honest, my guy. How certain players feel about my business and my content does not really mean a hill of beans to me. Like, I'm gonna call it as I see it and keep it a buck, and it is what it is. And I respect it if you want to block out the noise, any and all the noise, positive and negative. But all I said all season was that he needed to get the ball more. So I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I don't take it personally, my friend. So
yeah. So this is a little off topic. We're not really off topic, but I was watching Josh Van and Darius Rush little video on YouTube. I guess from 3 days ago when they beat Clemson. So Van was talking about how when Satterfield went off to Nebraska. He was saying like just go call plays or something like that. It seems like that he wasn't even calling plays at South Carolina whatsoever.
I mean, yeah, we'll never know for sure, but like I told you, man, if you really think it was 110% sat, that was the evil genius behind the final two games, then I've got some beachfront property in Lincoln where he's going that I'll sell you. But I mean, it's in the past, man. Who cares? We did what we did in the final two, and we're just all happy that happened. But yeah, I mean,
he even said too that those two. He called a couple of plays actually. There's a couple of plays that they've been called in the Clemson Tennessee game that they never been called at all during the season, which they should have been. But I guess it is what it is. We can wait till next year and see how it goes. But with the whole Jaheim Bell thing, I heard that he's going to be on. So I mean,
yeah, I think I saw his uncle or something on Twitter was tweeting at Dion or something. I don't know, man. I mean, listen, I know that's going to be the topic of convo today, and it should, and it's a big thing. But also, I try to keep in perspective. We're talking about a guy that had 490 yards and 5 touchdowns. And, if we were losing Spencer Rattler or what have you, it would, I think I'd be panicking a little more, but, it's Satterfield's gone. And, I'm sure Jaheim had a meeting with Shane Beamer, and we have no clue what was said in that meeting from his side, from Shane Beamer's side. And Jaheim felt it was best he take his talents elsewhere. And listen, I wish him nothing but the best. Wish him best of luck. I don't care, like I said, that he blocked me on Twitter. It's really not that big of a deal. And I just, I hope he. No, yeah, I hope he finds what he's looking for, and it's no hard feelings here. All we got's all we need, and we will be fine. This what South Carolina's building is a lot bigger than one player with that produces 490 yards and 5 touchdowns. Sure. I can assure you.
Yeah. And one last question. So, what you think about that welcome home tweet that Beamer put out? Who do you think he's going to be?
I've heard rumors. I won't I won't speculate too much. I mean, it's a 2024 commit. So is it a flip? Is it one of the best players in the country? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So exert some patience, Hunter. It'll be just exert some patience. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I've been itching. I've been really, really itching. I mean,
I know you
all
have.
the eyeballs and everything.
I know. I can imagine. I can imagine what goes on when you see those eyeball emojis. I would imagine.
Man. But I appreciate it. I'm not gonna talk to you.
Hunter, you're the man. Appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for calling in.
Yep.
Take care. Great stuff. Let me play with this real quick, guys. Okay. Nope. Even worse. Even worse. Much worse. We got the new interface in today, so hopefully it's anymore. Are y'all hearing that? All right, hold on. Mike. Beautiful. All right. Okay, beautiful. I think Hunter destroyed the feed. Anyways, I don't know if that was the Jaheim hackers or the Muschamp. I don't know. The list just goes on and on. Either way, we're back. All right, cool. Guys, by the way, the new interface actually just landed, or it's en route. We're getting the new interface today. Hopefully things will be resolved and fixed. I'm going to cut on this. I'm going to cut on this. There we go. Beautiful. The ring light. Okay. I don't know what just happened. Like major glitches on this side. Either way, we're rocking. We're rolling again, guys. Phone lines are open. I apologize. I think I had to block somebody's number. It was Jonathan Lee. If you do want to call in, 843-790-3377. Again, appreciate you all rolling with the punches. New interface is going to be here literally today. Thank goodness. It will be here today. So I hope we will not be dealing with a lot of these issues that are going on. This interface, I think, is just completely shot at this point. But anyways, we will try to make it through. We'll try to continue to rock, to roll, and I appreciate y'all being patient. So anyways, want to hear from you, of course, the big news. Jaheim Bell has indeed hit the transfer portal. Would love to hear your thoughts on it. Crazy what's been happening the last 24 hours. So let's jump into the whole lines. Jonathan Lee, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, what's up, Chris? Left you a message. You can delete it. I guess you were having some interface problems with the show this morning or whatnot. But hey, man, this morning 105.5 the Roar. I live in the upstate, so I'm kind of forced to listen to that show. And they were talking about the Jaheim Bell deal and about how he entered the transfer portal, and they're loving every bit of it, by the way. But they were saying that the one guy, because I actually called the show, because I just had to give them, a little piece of my mind. But they're saying that they believe that Jaheim Bell will come back to Carolina. Now, I don't know if that's breaking news or anything like that, but they think he's just throwing his name in the hat to see who's going to give him the best NIL deal. Mentioning Colorado as a school that, might try to make an offer at him, or, another school, maybe in the SEC or something like that. But I just wanted to get your take on it. I know that he's not the only one doing that. Obviously, there's 700 something people in the transfer portal.
It's over 1,000 now. It's over 1,000.
Yeah. So I'm sure half of those guys, if not more, half are wanting the best deals. Because I just don't understand. They got rid of Satterfield, so you kind of fix that problem of not playing him. They run him in every play. He played receiver, tight end. He was in as fullback sometimes. He was in as a halfback, and they ran the ball to him, several times. So playing time is not the option for him to transfer. It has to be he's chasing something else. And I think it's mom. I think his mom's pushing him too. Mm-hmm. I think his mom wants that money too. So, but I just wanted to hear what your thoughts were on it, bud.
Yeah, Jaheim Bell possibly coming back. I guess I would respond to your question with a question. Would Gamecock fans want him back?
Yeah, absolutely. I would. I think you want the best players on our team. And as far as I understand, he's a great teammate. I saw nothing that I saw from sidelines or in the stand or on videos or anything like that would give me the idea that he's not a team player, So, me personally, as a Carolina fan, I think that, he was like the diamond in the rough that we discovered, if you want to say that, because wasn't he a 3-star or a 4-star out of high school and had an injury coming out of high school, and Carolina stuck with him, gave him his shot out of Valdosta, is what I'm guessing. That's where he came from, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, comes to Carolina, and, he develops a little bit that first year and then has that breakout game against North Carolina. In my opinion, that was his breakout game. Mm-hmm. Then we knew what we had, kind of deal. And it kind of, I didn't like the way that it all has unfolded with him leaving. But, wish him the best if he does leave. Great. But it would not make me upset to see him back next year.
Yeah, it's just an interesting dynamic, right? I would take him back also. It would be weird, though. I'm not going to sit here and act like it wouldn't be weird.
Yeah.
It's like you're dating somebody and they're like, well, just let me go test the waters and see if there's anybody better than you. But if there's not, I'll come back.
Absolutely.
It's like, well, maybe just don't come back. Like, I don't know.
Let me ask you this, though, Chris. You're dating a 10, okay? Because in all likelihood, he's in the top 10 in the transfer portal, by the way. He's made the list. So you're dating a 10. And she tells you, oh, I just want to see if this guy's interested in me. But then again, she wants to hook up with you that night. Do you not hook up with her? There's your answer. There's your answer right there. And I love the honesty. Heck yeah, man. You welcome him back. And I think a lot's going to do with the OC, who the next OC guy will be. But, and that wouldn't it be just nice just to get in some rock star OC coach to come in and, we're all Carolina fans. We all want the best for the university, and we want the best for our team. Just to have the best players just keep coming in, man. Keep coming in, keep producing, keep whipping this team in the upstate's ass. And, even if it is by 1 point, is what they're all telling me now at work. But even if it is, just keep beating them and, good things on the horizon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think we're on the right path either way, whether Jaheim Bell's a part of it or not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's kind of probably the message that maybe we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Maybe Beamer, hey, bud, you want to test the waters? Enter the NIL or enter the transfer portal. Go out there, see if somebody can give you a better deal. And once you find out it's about the same deal that we are giving you here, come on back and let's rerun this thing again next year.
Mm-hmm. We shall see, man.
I
think the madness is just beginning, my guy.
That's it. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yep. All right, bud. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Hey, Jonathan, I appreciate the call, man. Great stuff.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yep, thank you. Man, that is a, by the way, his hypothetical about the 10 and the 9 thing. Number one, I got confused. Number two, I don't know. What a crazy what a crazy hypothetical. But I guess that turns to my question shifts to you all.
Would you take him back?
Let's jump on. Connor, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, dude. Oh, fuck, dude.
Very good call. All right, cool. I don't know if he was trying to troll or if he just got overwhelmed by being put on the spot, but either way is what it is. Guys, again, I will say this. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. The transfer portal giveth and the transfer portal taketh away. And South Carolina was, I talked about it yesterday, right? Beneficiary of Spencer Rattler, Antoine Wells, Christian Beal-Smith, Devontae Reed, the list goes on and on. And so there's the flip side to it, where you have a guy like a Jaheim Bell hit the portal, and it's just something that you have to live with. Let's jump to the phone lines. What up, man? How are you?
Carolina sucks and you know it. Carolina sucks and you know it. Carolina sucks and you know it.
Okay, let's jump to another call.
Connor again.
Connor, you want to try it again, my guy? What's up?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just overwhelmed. Here we go. All right, the transfer portal. I need your thoughts on it.
I mean, the transfer portal
Like
giveth and the transfer portal taketh away, my guy. I mean, it just the nature of the beast. We got Rattler last year. We lose Bell this year. I mean, what are you going to do?
Well, what I'm going to do is suck your cock. Oh.
Anything else?
No, not really, huh?
Fair enough. Thank you, Connor. Appreciate you. You're the man.
Hey.
What's up?
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Folks are unhinged today. Folks are unhinged today. All right. So, Kelsey, what's up, man? Appreciate Kelsey Quarles chiming in. We'll be fine. Let them go. Let's focus on what we got and just win with it. Yeah, I hear you, man. All we got is all we need. That's it. Bottom line. So, again, phone lines are the phone lines are unhinged today. The phone lines are unhinged. Folks don't know how to act. Jaheim Bell's hit the portal. DJ U's in the portal. Folks are everywhere. Hell, I might hit the portal before it's over with. I don't know yet. End of the day, I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I'm a Gamecock through and through. Never would. Yeah. Anyways, guys, want to continue to hear from you. Craziness going on. Let's see, who is this? All right, let's jump back to the phone lines here. What's going on, my friend? How are you?
How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Appreciate you asking. What's up? Going once. Going twice.
Hello?
All right, we're going to jump into the call.
Call from
Chris.
Chris, what's up, man? How are you?
What's going on, C. Philly? How you doing?
I'm just hanging out, chilling. What's up?
Hey, man. So I want to get your thoughts. I saw the Dan Mullen rumors get shot down earlier. What's your thoughts on everything? That I mean, I guess we all kind of got our hopes and dreams crushed.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you believe in the goose. I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of smoke. There was a lot of smoke coming from many different folks out there, but it's per source this season, man. I mean, it is what it is. It's just to hear him actually shoot it down, I guess we can move on. But thankfully, there are other candidates. It's not like he was the only one. So, yeah, it was fun while it lasted, I guess. Thinking about Dan Mullen potentially partnering up with Shane Beamer, but again, you just got to trust that Beamer's got it handled behind closed doors, and I'm not shocked that he's not going to be taking the job. So, just per sources, season rolls on, my friend.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, Dan Mullen, of course, again, shooting down the rumors. A lot of people didn't even want him. So there's some people out there that'll probably be ecstatic that he said that. There's some people that'll be bummed. There's some people kind of like me in the middle that, it is what it is. All right, let's jump back to the phone lines.
call from
What's up, man? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Appreciate you asking. What's up?
Hey, what you think about them Clemson Tigers playing against them Bulls, man? I don't think they can do it.
I'm excited for the game. From the trolling point of view, I just love the fact that it's those two teams playing against each other. The Who's Your Daddy Bowl presented by Shane Beamer.
Oh, yeah, the Who's Your Daddy Bowl. Yeah, that's
Yes,
funny.
yes, yeah.
I think I'm your daddy, so can I spank you?
Shout out to Charleston, South Carolina,
Please?
my guy. Appreciate you.
No. I want to spank you. Who's your daddy?
Yeah, right. Appreciate you, my guy. Great stuff. Again, the calls are unhinged today. It's funny. People don't realize when they call in, like, I have their phone number. Anyways, I don't think I would ever give out somebody's personal information like that. But I don't know. You could try me. Anyways, keep it coming, guys. 843-790-3377. Apparently, school is out this week. I think, it is exams week. It is exams week, so a lot of people are
chilling this week. Here we go. Let's jump back to the phone lines.
What's up, man? How's it going?
What's going on, man?
Just hanging out.
Hey, I want to know who do you feel like is next to go into the transfer portal?
Who is next to go to the transfer portal?
Yes, sir.
Well, I didn't see Jaheim Bell coming, so that was surprising. I will say the good news from talking to my people that, I don't think a Spencer Rattler and Antoine Wells and Marshawn Lloyd, I don't see any more big guys like that hitting the portal. I guess you never know, but yeah, I mean, I don't think of any big names right now that I think we'll be losing, but dude, I just think with the portal NIL, you just kind of never know. So we're just kind of holding on for dear life.
Okay, true. And with the next question, let me ask you: if Spencer Rattler was to go, who would you want to see take on that quarterback position next?
I'd probably side with one of the young guys, either a Tanner Bailey or a Braden Davis, or maybe a Luke Doty. I mean, listen, whoever wins the job, that's the easy answer. But, whoever this coaching staff believes in, is it a Doty? I just think it's going to be interesting to see how they balance the transfer portal, right? How they balance the transfer portal. Do they go to the portal? Do they go to young guys? Yeah, I'll be curious to see that.
Okay. So, hey, man, I appreciate you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the call.
All right, now you hold it down.
Yeah, man. You too. Appreciate it. Great stuff. I see Madison coming. Madison, I've already got the cloud lift. It's literally down here on the floor. I'm way ahead of you. You would be foolish to operate this mic without that cloud lift for sure. Yeah. No, it's just this interface is from 2019. We got a new one that's getting here today, the latest version. So we should be good moving forward. All right, let's jump back to the phone lines.
Call from
Porter.
What's up, man? How are you?
Porter, what's up?
Hey, how you doing there,
man? What's up?
Hey, just a quick question for you. Did you get a chance to see the projected playoffs if it was a 12 team this year, like it's going to be in 2024?
I glanced at it. I did not take a close enough look to really recall any specific matchups. Why?
Well, it just kind of blew my mind that Clemson would be the 4th seed in that scenario, and it seems like we're going to have a lot of 3 and 4 loss Pac-12 and Big 12 champions that are going in over some great SEC or even Big 10 talent. It looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would be interesting for sure. I think the 12-team playoff is good for college football. Personally, I like it. More football, the merrier. But, yeah, no, it would be weird that they would still be in. But, hey, it gives us a better chance to get in. We finished 19th, so we wouldn't be that far off. So, but
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love the expansion of the playoff for sure. I guess just the way they're going to seed it just seems kind of weird to me.
Yeah, no, and you wonder just, when the playoff is actually expanded and it's, how will they go about it? I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, the first couple of years, it's not going to be a perfect system, right? So, we'll be kind of learning as we go, I guess.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everything you did, man. Go Cox.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Go Cox. Thank you so much for the call. Great stuff. Again, guys, keep them coming. 843-790-3377. Again, the folks are unhinged. We got Isle of Palms blowing me up. I feel like this is one of those Spider-Man calls or whatever. I don't know. Either way, y'all keep it coming. I mean, this is entertaining. This is wildly entertaining. No, I don't. Here's the funny thing. I don't think it's Clem Sucks people trolling Chuck. I think it's Gamecock people. It's Gamecock people for sure. Yeah. All right, here we go. Isle of Palms. Let's see what's up.
Yo, Daddy.
You got to at least trick me if you want me to answer. At least I know what number to block. All right. Let's see. Let's see. 843. Here we go. All right, cool. Yeah, it is strange. Again, people are unhinged, man. Jaheim Bell hits the portal and all hell breaks loose, my guy. All hell breaks loose. So, again, guys, phone lines are open. Y'all keep them coming. Y'all keep them coming, man. Would love to hear from you. 843-790-3377. Let's see. Do we have any texts? Somebody texts in, Clem Sucks has lost 6 4-stars and a 5-star to the transfer portal. Paul, let there be slam, texts in. Says, feel like we're not hearing as much insider info or rumors on the OC search. Just made up Twitter and Facebook nonsense. Is Beamer just this good at keeping these things in-house? Maybe so. Like Fort Knox up in there. Let's jump to the phone line.
Call from
Brian Bennett.
to accept, press 1.
Brian, what's up, man? How are you?
What's going on, Chris? I'm doing well. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing fantastic, my guy. I appreciate you asking. What's up?
Now, I was just calling, man, like, have we ever just sit back and thought that, I know Jaheim Bell is a great athlete or whatever, whatnot, but like just a person who knows football or just even watching the Gamecocks, have we just really thought about that he may not be an athlete that fits the system that Beamer sees in the future? Because look at all that, like Beamer recruits a lot of speed guys. Bell he's an athlete, but he's not explosive fast. You know what I'm saying? That could take the top off of defense like a Juice Wells or Brooks and stuff like that. Have we, Beamer could better say, hey, look, I understand your position. We may go in a different direction and everything. Have we ever thought about that as a fan base? The guy only put 493 yards of total offense, for the pass game. That's not in 2 years. I'm just looking at it from that perspective. The kid is a good athlete, don't get me wrong, but like, is it something that Beamer really looks for in our skill players?
I like where your head's at, my friend. The wheels are turning. Has anybody ever thought that maybe Shane Beamer had a combo with Jaheim Bell and said, hey, listen, I'm a business comma man, and I'll get you the NIL you want, but a certain price, you're pricing me out. I'll pay you accordingly. A 490-yard, 5-touchdown type of production, I'll pay you accordingly, but I ain't giving you what Dion might give you. I ain't giving you what Florida might give you. So if you want that, you can walk, but we want you back. But, I mean, listen, I hear you. I hear you, my guy. I hear you. I totally hear you. I think it's another side of the combo that folks maybe aren't thinking about. Did Beamer say, hey, we respect it, we appreciate you, but if that's how you feel, so be it. We're going to keep rocking, you keep rocking. And Beamer ball is a lot bigger than one player. So I don't know. I don't know.
I know fans don't think
it that way, but we have the power. Not Jaheim has the power. The players don't have we have the power.
Yeah, I'm a great athlete, but I just think, is it worth the headache? Mom on Twitter saying things and stuff like that, and then we kind of force fed him a little bit after the comments and stuff. And I don't know if as a head coach, do I want to deal with that? I tell you one thing, if there was an old ball coach, he would have been like, hey, look, I'm sending you packing. You know what I mean?
I think it is a very interesting combo that, again, I'm glad you brought up, that it's a flip side to the, it's our fault. Hey, we keep it moving, man. Business comma man. And again, it's great athlete, like you said, but we don't know what combos were like behind closed doors, man. We have no idea.
Yeah. But that's all, man. Get back to your troll phone calls.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the call. Great stuff. Yeah, great stuff indeed. I just, I mean, I listen, I love that. I love that he brings up the other side of it. That's, you know, listen, I think, let's see. Let's jump to the phone lines.
Tick.
What's up, man? Fire away.
Hey, this is Chris here. I've heard reports that Spencer Rattler has an 8-inch cock. What do you want to say about this report?
Big news if true, my guy. Thank you so much for the call. Great stuff. Yeah, hey, just keep them coming, man. The phone lines, like I said, Jaheim Bell hits the portal and all. They must be on Mountain Week or something, or whatever the frats do. Something's got to be going on. I don't know. Let's see. Memphis, Tennessee. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? It's King. I'm just tapping in with you, man, to put a little of my purse sources in here for the day.
Mm-hmm.
For Jaheim, I keep seeing his old high school quarterback is also a quarterback at FSU, and he also posted him and gave him the little googly eyes like to come, and he reposted it. So that could be somewhere that he may be looking.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine that's a big FSU fan. He's not a source by any means, but I think there's a lot of smoke around the Seminoles. I think there's a lot of smoke around the Seminoles getting him. So I don't know. I mean, I think Jaheim Bell, he's a guy that he's going to get plenty of NIL offers. There's no question. He's going to get plenty of he's going to be courted by plenty of people. So
what it is, man. It's college football today.
Again, you live by the sword, die by the sword. It giveth and it taketh away. So,
and there's just one more. If Spencer goes, do we not try to get Dak back, DK? Like I don't know, or do we just let him go and kind of start refresh? What's your opinion on that?
So you said if Dak leaves, you said.
No, if Spencer goes,
gotcha.
Do we try to retain that? You know what I'm saying? Because like he was the last quarterback to really show us something. Or do we just let him go and kind of refresh with Dodie? You know what I'm saying? Probably looking to transfer portal.
Yeah, I mean that I think that that'll be a decision that Beamer's got to make. I think that I don't know, man. They really liked Luke Doty, before Spencer Rattler got there. So I mean, would it be Doty's team? Would they want to roll the dice with a Bailey or a Davis and move on with a young guy, or would they want to go to the portal? There's plenty of quarterbacks out there. Out there, right?
For sure, man.
Yeah. So.
For sure, man. Good tapping in.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for the call.
All
right. Let's keep it rolling with the phone calls.
Frank.
Frank, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, buddy. Sounds like you got a lot of transfer portal madness going on right there at home.
Yeah, it's good to hear a familiar voice, my friend. How are you?
It's good. I think it's amazing. I know the transfer portal. I mean, it evolves every year into, I guess, dimensions that nobody even knew were possible. That whole conversation about people shopping for NIL deals and coming back and not coming back. I like Jaheim Bell. I don't know that our OC or whatever the case was gave him a great shot. I don't know if they used him right. If he's leaving, I wish him luck. And I do think that if he wants to come back, he'll be accepted back. However, when the music stops, is there going to be a chair to sit in? Because there's a lot of talent laying around out there, and this program is very, it's a very desirable place to come and play right now.
Yeah. That's a good point, man. I mean, again, I hadn't really, until somebody mentioned it, I hadn't thought of the possibility of maybe Jaheim is just putting feelers out there to get offers and could possibly come back. I don't know. It would be a weird scenario. It would. And we don't know what Beamer's thoughts on it are. We have no idea. I mean, I don't think this is something that's really happened, at least that I can recall. If it has, I apologize for forgetting, but it would be a strange scenario, right? So, Yeah, but like you mentioned, nothing's guaranteed. So it's not like it's guaranteed he'd just come back and fit right back in his same role. Like Carolina, I think South Carolina has to operate now moving forward that Jaheim Bell is no longer part of our roster. Like that's how we have to operate.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you go, like you mentioned, you go find his replacement, and if after that he decides, oh, I want to come back, coach, my bad. I just, well, it's too bad. I mean, your spot's taken. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's dog eat dog world, and we got to take care of ours. We got to take care of us because University of South Carolina football is a lot bigger than one player. It'll be here a lot longer, and those guys will be. So,
absolutely. And this is a business. And on Jaheim Bell's side, let's say nothing develops, and he is still available to us. And that kid's a stud. And like I said, we're in the business of winning football games, and Jaheim Bell is the only guy left standing, and we're putting him back, putting the number 0 on him, and we're putting him back out on the field.
Indeed. Yeah, for sure. So it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out, man. It's I mean, again, I know that was news late last night that shook us all. That was really surprising. And I mean, again, it's just the transfer portal madness, man. It's the madness that is the portal.
We're not even in the portal when you look at, our team as a whole is just trending up. When you look at what's going on out there, like Alabama's got, I don't know, 12, 13 guys in the transfer portal. Losing 2 games. Same as Notre Dame. They got guys like the optimism in this program is completely different from a lot of other places. So, we're doing well in the transfer portal. We're going to lose a couple of talented guys, but it is what it is. There's going to be more on the meat for us to take in the portal when it's all over.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think we will continue to utilize the portal to our advantage. And, I mean, it is wild, man, to see how many good players are out there. So again, we can as much as the Bell loss sucks, we can still benefit. We can still benefit and come out on top of this thing. And you just hope we can retain most of the guys we still have and take them into next year. But college football's changed, man. It is what it is. Whether you like it, dislike it, it's here to stay. And I will admit I like the transfer portal. I like guys being able to, if they want to. I think I'm always going to be pro freedom of choice. You know what I mean? Like in any walk of life,
sure.
Like give guys the freedom to do so. Now, when you couple portal and NIL, I think that's where things get a little bit scary. That's where things get messy. But, I just hope that Jaheim Bell has the right people in his corner that are giving him the right advice. And I wish him nothing but success. I hope it plays out well for him. I would hate for him to be regretting this decision years down the road, but it's the risk you take. And again, Carolina will be fine.
Absolutely. I just think Jaheim Bell too, and everything I heard about OC's system, Satterfield's system, was how complex it was. And I don't know that Jaheim Bell was in a position to work in a complex system. I just think the simpler, the better would have been for him. A little more downfield blocking, and I think he would have been fine. Draw a couple of plays in the dirt, and I think that guy's 100%.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, I think so as well. Obviously, again, he's got the athleticism, he's got talent, but we'll see if he can get it utilized at his next stop. I don't know. It's just a shame. I think a new OC here would have, again, especially playing with Spencer Rattler. I think why not? But he made a decision. It is what it is, and hey, maybe he does come back. Hell, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
If he comes back, I'm okay with it. I just think that seeing how involved his family got. Off the field. I wasn't a fan of that. I mean, I get it. It's what goes on today. Just not a fan of that, because you don't know what goes on in the locker room and on the field, what the coaches are saying behind closed doors. But he, I'm behind him. He's not comfortable here. If it doesn't fit, I wish him well. But again, if he comes back, I'm willing to play him.
Yeah. I mean, listen, now that it's, now that he's in the portal and it's in the past. I mean, listen, I wasn't a fan of that either. I wasn't a fan of the way his mom and family were chirping on social media. Like, we don't already know he needs to touch the ball. You know what I mean? It helps nobody, and it makes Jaheim Bell look bad, to be honest with you. When you got your parents on social media, you got your family on social media, chirping in that way. Either way, it is what it is. I understand they were frustrated, but it's just it was a bad look for everybody. So
it's not going to do him any good going down the road, because now anybody who wants to potentially look at him is like, oh, we're going to have to deal with Uncle Joe and Grandma Sissy. So maybe they don't want to deal with that.
Right.
But that's, again, we made that said.
Yeah. Very good
Right,
point.
my man.
Very good
You
point.
get on with your entertaining show today, and
yeah.
I'll get you down the road.
Yeah, man. Frank, I appreciate you. Always a pleasure chatting with you.
Take care.
Yeah, man. You too. Great stuff. Guys, what a show today thus far. The calls are off the hook. We are rocking. We are rolling, of course. No Alex McGrath today. Let's keep it going. We'll jump right back in the calls.
Call from
Mike Litteris.
Go ahead, Mike. Fire away.
What's going on, man? I just had a question. Have you heard if Jaheim is going to actually play in the bowl game, or is he already opted out of that?
He's not going to play in the bowl game.
Oh, dang. Okay. So that's already been confirmed, I guess. Wow. Okay. And I guess just looking forward to like next year. How bad do you think Dabo is going to bend that ass over?
I was waiting for the punchline, my guy. I like that. I was waiting for the punchline. Anything else? I love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I give you a chance. I give
you an opportunity. I give you a chance, and you can't finish what you start. Bitch made. Just flat out bitch made. Oh my God, I love it. Shout out to what was that? That was I want to make sure. What was that? Monroe, North Carolina, I think. Something like that. Shout out to you, my guy. Let's keep it going.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Here we go. What's up, Slapdick? How you doing? I love it.
Is this just going to keep rolling here?
Jesus, here we go. Brian Lattimore. Is this really Brian Lattimore? That's my question. What's up?
I was about to ask you, like, how does it feel to see a familiar number or hear a familiar name?
Feels great, man. It feels great to have somebody call in that I know won't ask me to suck my cock or won't sing me a stupid song. So what's up? How you doing?
Hey, I might. You never know. You don't know me.
Please don't joke, bro. Please don't joke.
Hey, I got an idea for you.
All
you can do an exclusive BCC perk, Big Clock Club perk. You can put up a list of these spam phone calling numbers, and you can sell it out to us. That way, when I sign up for a free trial or something, I don't have to put my own number in. I can put one of these Slapdick's number in.
Good point. Very good point. No, what I'm, I tell you, I tell you what I'm thinking about doing, and the chat won't like this, but what I'm thinking about doing is creating a new Google Voice number, and the only people that can call into the Daily Crow are the people in the Big Cock Club, because they're the only ones that'll have that.
Hey.
That's truly what I'm thinking about doing. So,
moving up in the world,
people want to keep fucking around. I'll fuck around. I mean, we'll fuck around.
Hey, you'll drive some business there.
I mean, fuck it, dude. You want to call in? You got to pay $9.99 a month. That's a privilege.
Hey, when you get big enough, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you stay on the phone the
bro,
entire time.
I'll just talk for 2 hours, bro. I don't give a damn. I'll just talk for 2 hours. It is what it is.
We won't let you do that.
Anyways.
Hey, right. Anyways.
Right.
So I think people are freaking out a little bit. I think we all kind of expected eventually we were going to have a guy, a name enter the portal. It happens, right? That's the day and age of college football that we're in. You can't go and expect we're not going to have somebody go. I mean, of course, usually you have lower tier guys have been riding the bench or, be on the scout team, whatever. Those are the guys that you like to see go, you don't like to see them go, but, you expect to go, right? They want to go play somewhere, better their situation. Situation like Bell, you've already said it over and over. We don't know the situation behind closed doors. Let him go. Let him do what he's got to do. If he comes back, I trust that Shane Beamer has this thing under control. We've been in plenty of situations in the past where, and even throughout the season, sometimes you question the judgment, you question the decisions that the coaches are making. This is not one of those situations. We're off the field. Let him build his program. This is part of that. You trust the decisions that he's making. If he's letting Bell go, there's a reason for it.
You know, if he wanted Bell there, I firmly believe he'd still be there. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. If he goes, you know, so be it. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. We'll find somebody else that's just as good or not better. You know, that's the glory of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think South Carolina is one of the biggest beneficiaries when it comes to the transfer portal. You know, we got one of the hottest, you know, teams in the country right now going on the positive, you know, upward trend. We got the facilities to compete with everybody. We got the, you know, the money to compete with pretty much everybody. We're in the SEC. I mean, you know, the list goes on. We're a place that people want to be. You know, especially with the, you know, with the momentum that he's got right now going on in the program. You know, you're able to kind of trim the fat, so to speak, with those lower tier guys that aren't seeing the field. You're able to let some of those guys go to, you know, to empty out some of those roster spots, especially when you have a COVID situation where all these guys are getting an extra year. You know, scholarships are at a premium. So sometimes whenever you're able to let some of these guys go, you know, you're able to get some higher tier guys in. You know, we benefited from that last year when you look at a Rattler, you look at a, you know, at a Wells, or even the year before that, you know, at Jalen Brooks, guys that are coming in and they're actually, you know, able to produce on the field, you know, and then give you a really awesome product to watch. So it's really turned the, you know, the process of rebuilding into a process of, you know, we're just straight up building. We're not rebuilding. You know, we're just heading on. You know, we're winning games. So I think it's awesome. You know, like I said, you know, you're never going to be on the great side of it every single time. But I think we're going to benefit a lot more than we're going to lose out.
Yeah, I think you put it beautifully. I think we're going to have more wins than losses in the transfer portal. And I mean, again, it's you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And it's like you mentioned, I think, Brian, you put it beautifully that we have no problems with fundraising. We have no problems with NIL. We have no problems with money. So I'm sure they put together a package that was competitive enough for him that rivaled every offer he's getting. And if he still wants to walk, then so be it. I mean, it is what it is. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, respectfully, right? Like we're not going to beg. We can go get another guy. We'll go recruit. You know, we're the University of South Carolina. Like we're not going to beg someone to stay here. So, and again, I don't say that disrespectfully, but it's just the truth. He's got to look out for him. We got to look out for us. It's like, do you trust Shane Beamer is in control or do you not? So I love the way you put it. Like I said, I you know, it's live by the sword, die by the sword. You never want to see a guy like Bell with his talent level leave. I mean, I would have loved to have seen him in Garnet and Black next year. We all would have, but you also trust that, hey, where you lose one player, you can go pick up another. Welcome to the portal. Welcome to free agency. That's basically what it is in college football, whether you like it or not. And I trust that South Carolina, again, will be fine. I understand why people are freaking out because they look at more so the potential player he could have been. But I sit here today that, you know, we lost a guy that had 490 yards and 5 touchdowns. I'm going to act accordingly, you know. So, again, I don't say that disrespectfully.
Yards, about 300 carries.
Right. And most of that production came after Marshawn Lloyd got hurt and, you know, his family and fans and the noise became so loud, we basically had to force feed him the football. I'm not trying to downplay saying that he's not a good player. Like, I'm not saying that. But I'm also not going to be like, oh, my God, you know, the sky is falling. Carolina football is doomed for the future. It is what it is, you know. So wish him best of luck. I trust that South Carolina football, I know South Carolina football will be fine.
Yeah, I almost look at it as like Shane Beamer and, you know, the other coaching staff. They're almost like, you know, car salesmen. I don't mean to say that in like a negative tone. But, you know, these players, they have a situation now where they can shop around. And they can look for better deals. You know, and that's kind of what we already kind of established, right? So after the season's over, we already know that, you know, Shane Beamer sits down or whoever sits down with each one of these players, I'm sure it's Shane Beamer, sits down with each player and they determine, you know, what the best option for that player is. You know, they negotiate offers back and forth, just like a car salesman does. And, you know, the player's going to start on the high side because he obviously wants playing time. He wants money now, whatever the case may be. Shane Beamer says, all right, well, we need this, we need that, you know, and we'll give you this. They negotiate back and forth, and hopefully you find a middle ground, and everybody's happy. But that doesn't always happen. You know, sometimes you just can't find that middle ground. And you say, all right, well, there's a dealership 10 miles down the road. Go see what they're offering.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing right now. He's out there. He's shopping around. And maybe Shane Beamer said, hey, well, we're glad to keep your scholarship here. If you want it back, you know where to find us. And he's still sitting there on campus. It's not like, or I don't know if they're home right now or whatever the case may be, but I'd be highly surprised if you don't see Bell back in Columbia discussing it again. But again, we don't know what's happening behind closed doors. Maybe it's just a toxic personality. People have this, misinterpretation that all the players just get along, and that's not always the case. I've been in a lot of places, whether it be locker rooms or I'm in the military. It happens. Guys clash heads.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't get along. So.
Yeah. I mean, people don't want to hear it, and I'm not saying this about Jaheim Bell, but to your point, like, some of your favorite players are shitheads. That bottom line. You don't want to hear it. I'm not going to lead my podcast with that, or lead my show with that, or lead content with that. But it is true. It is true. So, and again, people don't always get along, and people clash, and there's all kinds of combos behind closed doors that we don't hear about. And again, I am not saying any of this about Jaheim Bell, but I'm just echoing the point that you're making, that we have no idea the dynamics. Hey, have you ever thought about maybe Shane Beamer said, you know what, with what we're moving forward with and our scheme and just the way we're building our football team, you no longer serve us. You no longer fit what we're doing. Have we? I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just saying. You would be shocked. You'd be shocked.
Right. And, again, to echo that, I'm not necessarily saying this is what I think or how it happens, but you look all season long and you see Gene's family on social media chirping away, chirping. That's all they're doing is, saying he needs to get the ball more. It's just a negative connotation for everybody, looking around. And I hate to say it, but usually the apple doesn't fall, far from the tree. I think about the stuff that my dad does. I'm very, very, very similar to my dad. It's just like, to think that he's not much different in that locker room, you just never know. It's kind of the way I'm putting it. So,
yeah.
When I see stuff like that, sometimes you can connect the dots and you can really understand, a potential outcome of what's really happening behind closed doors.
Yeah. And last thing, Brian, I'll just say this on the note of the car salesman thing, and it all comes back to money. I don't, in my opinion, for most of these guys, NIL, these big dudes, it comes down to money. And I'll just say this again, we have no problems with NIL. We have no problems with fundraising. We have no problems with paying cash. But if we put together a deal, which I would assume it was probably a pretty hefty deal, we put together a deal and he didn't want it, and somebody's willing to give him like $1 million or $2 million or whatever the numbers are, hey, peace. Appreciate you, dog. Like, I don't believe in stupid money on college football players. I just don't, bro. I don't. I've said it since the jump. The NIL stuff, hey, you can go get your paper. You're a recruit, and you can get $8 million. You can go to Texas A&M, be part of a $30 million recruiting class. So be it. I want my favorite team to win. I don't want my favorite team to win that bad. I don't believe in making bad business deals. You see what I'm saying? So I respect it. Jaheim Bell
really, really, really wanted their team to win.
Go get your bag. Go get your bag. But I don't believe in making bad business deals. And hey, all we got's all we need. We'll win with the ones we got.
Beautifully said, sir. Hey, I'll catch you next time, Chris.
You're the man, Brian. Appreciate you. That being said, guys, we're going to jump into a quick break. On the side, hey, keep the calls coming. Keep the calls coming. And by the way, shout out to, was that Chuck? Chuck with the super chat. My guy. Appreciate you, Chuck. You're the man. Guys, we're going to jump into a quick break. On the other side, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Guys, I was just kidding, by the way, earlier about the number and limiting the number to just a big cock club. No, I think today is just a weird day. Phone lines are wildly entertaining, by the way. Those who have been calling in, all the slap dicks from, I don't know, Clem Sucks country or wherever they are, whether you're a Gamecock slap dick, you're a Clem Sucks slap dick, or you're just a slap dick of a different variety. Hey, your calls are appreciated, man. I think it's a good time. Dude, it makes for, here's the thing, it makes for incredible clips. What's just hilarious is these are like real people that are calling in doing all this madness. I don't know. Either way, let's jump to the phone lines.
Call from
Dave Garrett.
Dave, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing well. Chris, can you imagine if you got a pathetic little life and the only glimpse of enjoyment is that you think your team is going to be in the playoffs and win a national title, and then your hated rival takes all of that away from you, and you're left in the Beamer Who's Your Daddy Bowl against Tennessee. If you're incest loving knuckle dragging person, you don't have nothing left.
Yeah, it sucks to
So
suck,
naturally
as they say.
they're going to try to rain on. They're going to try to rain on somebody's parade. I appreciate your patience. You got more patience than I would have with them. If I'm not mistaken, Doty could play in the bowl game and still redshirted. Is that still correct?
I'd have to look. I'm not 110% sure on that. If so, then
I think he's played in 3 games.
Okay, 3.
And
okay.
I think
all right.
you can play in 4.
Okay.
I think he's played in 3.
Well, my question,
and you can play in 4 and keep it ready.
Yeah, I mean, my question though would just be this: if Rattler's going to play, which he's confirmed he has, then would Doty even get an opportunity to see the field? I mean, I guess that's my question there.
Well, my thing is, I think Rattler may be trying to use this bowl game to improve his stock. But me personally, if he's not going to come back, I just as soon as him go now, where Doty could get the experience. And as far as Bell goes, to me, Nate Atkins outperformed him and Stogner, and he doesn't like to block. So I can't really picture him wanting to be a running back. He'd rather be out in space. He may not fit into what we're wanting to do. He may not be wanting to get beat down like he's seen Deebo Samuel get beat down.
Yeah, very good point.
But people don't like NIL and people don't like the transfer portal. I think some of the underlying tones is because they don't like how those two things have had a significant impact on leveling the field like nothing else has. Appreciate what you do, my friend. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.
Dave, you're the man. Appreciate you. By the way, to Dave, I'm getting told by folks, and I thought this was probably the case, but Doty has indeed played in 4 games. He did not record stats in the first game against Georgia State, but he did play in the game. So if Doty played, he would indeed lose his red shirt. So I would not expect to see Luke Doty in the bowl game. Ben Smith asks, are you worried about the OC hire? Seems to be taking longer than expected. Ben, how long was it expected to take? I mean, did anybody put a timeline out there? I didn't have a timeline necessarily set. I'm not worried about the OC hire at all. I'm not. Like, I trust that Beamer is going through candidates, whatever. And I mean, it's December the 6th, man. I don't really know what, I mean, I understand signing day is the 21st. And, I'd like for us to have the OC, figured out by them because I think guys want to know who they're playing for. But I'm outside of that, I'm not worried about it. Let's jump to the lines.
Call from
Zachary, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing well. Make sure you speak up so everybody can hear you, my guy.
All right. First off, I would just like to say I'm glad that we're going to the Who's Clemson's Daddy Bowl because that way we can find out who's really Clemson's daddy, us or Notre Dame. And I'm glad that Clemson and Tennessee are facing off in the Beaver Bowl because that'll be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch those two teams play, for sure.
Yes. So really getting into it, getting into the whole Jaheim Bell thing. In my opinion, you did not win 8 games because of Jaheim Bell. It's like, let's just start by saying that. You did not win 8 games because of Jaheim Bell. There's only one game where he made a significant impact, and that was the Tennessee game. Other than that, you did not win 8 games because of Jaheim Bell. You didn't win 7 games last year solely because of Jaheim Bell, because he only went off in the Vanderbilt game and he only went off in the North Carolina game. He only went off in 2 games in that season. So you didn't win 7 games last year because of Jaheim Bell. You didn't win 8 games this year because of Jaheim Bell. You won 8 games this year because of your defense, special teams, Spencer Rattler playing well. He played well during stretches. You also won because that wide receiver core that I think gets overlooked sometimes because the offense is just so not great, but those wide receivers did play well. Mm-hmm. And so it's like you didn't win 8 games because of Jaheim Bell. So I don't know why everyone's acting like this is the end of the world.
Well, I mean, you hate to see him go. I understand that. It's and it was a little bit surprising. I was surprised to see it. But I do agree with you in the sense of, I want to make sure we're reacting rationally to losing what we're losing. 490 yards and 5 touchdowns. I mean, we're losing a guy who had an impact, but like you mentioned, did we win 8 games because of Jaheim Bell? Not necessarily, no. And Jaheim Bell's role, the only reason it really became as involved as it was is because that, Marshawn Lloyd got hurt. Now, I think the greatest shame in all of this is we all feel like he could have been a much, much bigger part of this offense and could have been much more productive had he been put in a position to be so. We look at Marcus Satterfield and the way that he managed his skill set, and I think we'd all agree it was a complete mismanagement. I mean, I was on Jaheim Bell's side the entire season saying it was criminal, the way that Marcus Satterfield misutilized him. But am I going to, say the sky is falling and be all doom and gloom and say that Carolina football is doomed for 2023 because we lost 490 yards and 5 touchdowns of production? No, I'm not. There's a balance. I think we'll be fine. I just hope and wish for Jaheim Bell that, hey, wish him best of luck. Appreciate what he did for us. Thanks for the memories, and I hope he finds what he's looking for.
Yeah, and to say I was shocked that he left would be an understatement because I was shocked that he left. I thought that Jaheim Bell was bought into the culture and that really, if you got rid of that, you probably could convince him that we're going to get an OC that will know how to feature you. And, if you say the right thing, I've seen him on social media. He's already bought in. You say the right thing. You make a good OC hire. You have a good chance to see. That's what I thought. And I was shocked to see that he was entering the portal.
Yeah, I was shocked too. And I would say again too, we got people commenting about I mean, I thank Jaheim Bell. I do wish him well. I wish him nothing but the best. It's no ill will or bad feelings on my end. Again, I just said I hope he finds what he's looking for. And, I think freedom of choice is a great thing in life, not just sports, but in life. And you need to give people the opportunity to make choice, and you just hope and pray that, again, he's getting good advice. And, I mean, I hope it works out for him because, again, I think the transfer portal can be a fantastic tool. But, unfortunately, there's probably going to be a lot of guys out there that find out that the grass isn't always green on the side. I'm not saying that's going to be Jaheim Bell, but you hope that he has the right people around him because, if you're getting bad advice, it can backfire.
Yeah. Going back to like the bowl game, I think Notre Dame's a really good matchup for us because they don't really play good offense, and that's really good for us because because we don't know who the OC is, we really don't know what kind of offense is going to show up. But knowing that Notre Dame isn't going to play necessarily good offense really helps us because they're like, well, in case we have to get into we're not going in worried about a shootout where we might just like go in and like trade blows for blows. So this is a really good matchup for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the game. I think it'll be a great game for sure. I don't know if our friends over at Circus Sports they haven't dropped a spread. I'd be really surprised. But I think it'll be a close ball game. I'll be honest, I haven't started to do a deep dive on Notre Dame or anything. I will do that as we get later into the month. But I will say I saw that they can run the football pretty effectively. So I think that'll be a big challenge for us. And both teams are fantastic in special teams. And we'll see. But I think it'll be a great matchup for sure.
We have a commit for 2024. If it's who I suspect, I'll be really happy if it's who I suspect. Because I think I know who it might be, but I'm not sure. It's really just a guess because from like evidence on like Twitter, but you can take that from you can take that as much as you want it from. And lastly, the OC, I was okay with Beamer taking his time with his OC hire because, to feel his options, to see who will fit with like not only the staff because, but like to fit the culture, to fit the staff, you just can't bring in anybody just because they sound nice. You gotta make sure they get along with people,
Yeah, no, for sure. And I have no problems with. I mean, Beamer's the one in control. Beamer operates and makes decisions on his own timeline, not on your timeline, not on my timeline, not on Slapdick Jerry's timeline on Twitter and YouTube or Facebook comments or any type of he makes decisions on his own time. If you can't trust him to make it, like if you can't trust Shane Beamer to make a decision on hiring an offensive coordinator, then you don't have the right coach. I trust him to make the right decision.
Yeah. Last thing before I go, Chris, the slapdicks on Twitter, on Clemson Twitter, are amazingly delusional. I love how soon as they put Cade in, everybody was filling up the Twitter and all types of social media with, you see, we could have beaten y'all if we just played him. I'm like, oh my gosh, are y'all just that desperate? Are y'all just that entitled? Are y'all just that entitled? It's so sad to see, Chris. It's really sad. It's so sad.
It's hilarious though, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it truly. We're gonna enjoy the next year shitting on them. Zach,
call my man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Take care. All right, let's keep it rolling.
Call from
Lex, what's up? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I appreciate you continuing to buzz the phone line. I know it's a busy one today, but good to hear from you. What's going on?
Not much. I just wanted to say, I really think a lot of people want to know, who's the next OC, who's the next OC. And I really think that, you really have to stop and look at the bigger picture and appreciate that Beamer is taking his time on this hire, and not just, jumping the gun or the first person. I really think that, he's really trying to make sure that he gets this position filled right. And that it is a good fit for the team and the culture that he's trying to build. And then, that's just really all I got to say. And then along with, Ty Kroger's tweet last night, I think was pretty spot on. And we just have to trust the process. It's a journey. And I think that in the end, as fans, we have to trust the process, trust that Beamer's going to make the right decisions and do what's best for the team. And I think that, seeing him take his time is a good thing. I know we're all eager to know, but in my opinion, I think it's a really good sign. That's all I got. Thanks.
Lex, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the call. Fantastic stuff. And I would agree. Listen, trust Beamer, trust the process. I think everything is under control behind closed doors. Take a deep breath. It's all going to be okay. Guys, we're going to jump into a quick break. On the other side, I want to continue to hear from you. More of your questions, comments, calls, and more. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls as well. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Again, guys, I want to say thank you to all of those who have supported via the merchandise side of the business. We are getting your towels out. All your merchandise is getting shipped out. I appreciate your patience. Here we go. Let's jump to the phone lines.
Robbie Davis, Zaxby's Hall of Famer.
Robbie Davis, what's up, my friend? How are you?
I'm doing good. Real quick, shout out to Roebuck. That's where my Zaxby's is, by the way, in Roebuck. Shout out to Roebuck, South Carolina, in the upstate.
Shout out to Roebuck.
But I understand to an extent why Jaheim Bell he left. I kind of understand a little bit why he left, right? But what made me kind of upset is the fact that his family got involved. I'm like, technically he's a grown man. Y'all don't have to get involved in his business, right? Like if I had a kid in college, I'm like, look, you're in college, you're an adult. You need to figure this out on your own. But if you need some help, I'll help you. But I'm not gonna get involved. That's the decision that you got to make, because you are technically living on your own now. Well, you are living on your own now. You're on a college campus. You're by you're with your roommates or whatever, and you got to make the decision yourself. But if you need advice, I'm here. But and I don't care what a Clemson fan says, by the way, okay? Don't start saying that if we would have started Cade Klubnik, you would have beat us, okay? No. Just accept the fact that you got beat by South Carolina in your house. Just accept it. You got beat. Yes, it was by 1 point, but who cares? You got beat. And you still wound up like a week later winning the ACC against a North Carolina school that their defense probably couldn't stop them for squat. Okay? And I've said it for a while now. Okay? I think DJ Ugabaduki is trash. He's trash. Hot, stinky, garbage, trash. Okay? DJ Ugabaduki is trash. And the reason I said his last name like that is because I watched a YouTube video of a guy that pronounced his last name like that, and I laughed so hard I couldn't breathe.
I'm trying to contain myself right now. I love it.
But whoever winds up playing for us in this bowl game, right? Kudos to those players, okay? And honestly, I would be okay would I rather see him play in the bowl game? Yes. Wait, is Rattler playing in the bowl game? Yes or no?
Yes, he has said he is.
Okay, so he is playing in the bowl game, right? Now, if he decided not to play in the bowl game, I would completely understand, okay? Especially if he had the season that he was expecting to have, which, yes, of course, he did not have the season that he was expecting, right? But if he did, say he did have the season he was expecting to have at South Carolina, right? I would be completely okay with him sitting out for this reason. One, if something goes horribly wrong, your football career could be over. No pro career, no nothing. So I understand why a lot of these guys don't play in the bowl game, okay? Especially if you've got the talent to go pro. People sitting out does not bother me whatsoever. because that also gives you a chance to get your underclassmen ready for next season and in some game situations and have them prepared for next season.
I'm glad you bring that up, Robbie. On the contrary, okay, let me give you the athlete perspective on the contrary, because I hear that a lot about guys skipping bowl games, and I respect anybody's decision. I get it. Go get your paper, dog. I got you. But the whole like, if I play, I might get hurt ordeal, bro. You might get in a car crash when you get into your car today. Like you scared money don't make no money, big dog. So I guess if you have that fear, you shouldn't play anyways. But like, I just don't think athletes look at it as like, you know what I mean? It's football, dude. Like, there is a chance you get hurt playing football. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
But again, scared money don't make no money. If you scared, stay on the sideline. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's just playing devil's advocate for you.
But also, you know the risk whenever you started playing football in the first place.
Robbie Davis, you could get struck by lightning on your 10,000 step walk every day, but you still do it. You could get hit.
You could get hit by a car, Robbie Davis.
I don't want that to happen, but it is possible.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, everything's a risk, man. Everything's a risk. I just, I feel like we make such a deal out of guys skipping bowl games to avoid injury. Like, then just skip the whole season. Like just skip the season. You could rip your knee up on any given play. So, I don't know. Hey, I respect. I'll say this. I'll say this. I respect the fact that Rattler's going to play. I think it's awesome, man. Like, you're a football player. You're an athlete. That's what you do.
Right.
That's what you do. Hey, I'll say this. And I'm not saying Rattler's one or the other. I'm not saying this anything about anybody, but this is just the truth. You listen to anybody. Some guys love the game. Some guys love what the game can do for them. And that don't just apply to sports. Hey, in what I do, I love the game more than anything. The byproducts, the money, the notoriety, the success, the flexibility, those things are all great, but they're the byproduct. I love the game.
Yeah.
I love the game. Some guys love what the game can do for them, though. They don't love the game as much. That's fine. To each their own. Maybe Spencer Rattler's a guy who loves the game. I respect it. I'm just saying, I respect it. I feel like Robbie Davis, Robbie Davis is a love the game guy. Robbie Davis loves the game. Robbie Davis didn't start on that Zaxby's grind because he loved the Hall of Fame. Robbie Davis started because he loved the grind. He loves the game. He loves the game. Robbie Davis loves
in day out grind.
And there was a lot of times because of the situation that I deal with every day, I got a little behind, but I didn't let that stop me. I just kept moving. It's like, all right, when this lunch rush is over, I'm gonna do my darndest to catch up on what I'm behind on. And a lot of times I just couldn't do it, and I would have people help me. But like I say, teamwork makes the dream work. Doggone it. Okay. All right. And whenever I went over to, this is completely random, but whenever I went and stayed with my bosses for that week, or one of my bosses that week, I looked at the plaque, and the only face I could see on the plaque when I looked directly at it was my pawpaw's face.
I didn't know you were going to get us all in our feelings today, Robbie.
I had no intentions on that, but whenever I looked at it, that's the only face I could see, And it sounds a bit cliche, but I honestly would not be the man I am today if it wasn't for my pawpaw. I truly would not.
Robbie, this is the sweetest moment in the history of these airwaves. I want you to know that. I want you to know that. As someone who also had a pawpaw, I respect it. I respect it high key. You're the man.
But and he was like I told you before, he was one heck of a football player. Okay, like he was getting recruited by a lot of people. And whenever I told you that story about him talking to Bear Bryant, he literally did say, "I don't want to play for you. I want to be on the team that beats you." That's how confident my pawpaw was as a football player. He told Bear Bryant that. I was like, I wish I had that kind of confidence in anything that I ever do. You know what I mean? Like somebody call me and be like, I know I've got enough confidence in myself and my abilities that I'm going to outwork you and beat you.
Love that.
But
I see where you get it from, Robbie. I see where you get it from.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's a great decision that, especially for what happened, you know, with Satterfield getting let go or what have you, or whatever it was. And I think Beamer's definitely going to take his time, right, to make sure that he gets the right guy. And like I say all the time as well, there's only two men I trust to fix this football team: God and Shane Beamer. And I truly believe he can do it. And I don't think I picked us to go 8-4, did I?
I'm pretty positive. If we go back, I'm pretty sure you said 7-5, but when you went through your game by game, you actually had 8-4. You were somewhere around there. I won't, you were somewhere. You were close.
I was pretty close. Let's go with that. I can't really remember. I know I had us losing to A&M. I know I had us losing to A&M. I definitely know I had us losing to Georgia. And I had us beating Arkansas, which that didn't go as planned. They kicked the ever-living crap out of us.
Yeah. I don't know, Robbie. We'll go back and we'll find it and we'll figure it out.
But anywho, I'll take a win over at the time, two of the top 4 teams in the country to end the season.
Yeah.
We knocked 2 teams out of the playoffs. 2. If that doesn't show you what Shane Beamer's building in Columbia, then you are not a real Gamecock fan, okay? Because I am telling you, Beamer's building something special in Columbia. Buckle up and get ready for the ride, because it's going to be fun.
Well said, Robbie. Poetic, my friend. Hey, I appreciate you, my guy. Always a pleasure chatting with you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. And to everyone in the live chat, leave the dumb stuff to me, like I always say. All right? Go Cox, and the heck with Clemson. And go Tennessee, because I don't want to see Clemson win the ball game. Go Vols.
I love it. Robbie, appreciate you, my man. We'll talk soon. We're going to keep it rolling with the calls, guys. Here we go.
Hello, Christian.
What's going on, my man? How are you?
What's up, Chris?
Just hanging out,
I will
man.
say you got a lot of slap dicks on your show right now. Clemson fans calling in, Georgia fans, etc. Dude, I'm sick and tired. I got so angry. I'm at work and I'm listening to these damn fans calling. They lose once and they can't control themselves. And they're like talking, oh, Jaheim Bell, you lost Jaheim Bell, yada, yada, yada. Dude, you have like 9 players in the portal right now? It's counting. It's still growing. And they're not going to add any from the transfer portal. So shut your mouth up, bro. Like, God.
Well, and you know what it is, man. I respect it. This is your spot to do that. But I actually take it as kind of a compliment, my guy, because I think what's happening right now is as Clem Sucks fans are literally slipping into madness and they're looking for some chink in South Carolina's armor. And so you see like a Jaheim Bell leave and it's like, well, this is the opportunity to rain down and talk shit, when it's like they're just trying to change the topic and avoid what just happened, some 8-9 days ago, however long it was ago. They're just trying to, deviate from that topic. And, hey, feels good to be good on this side. So
Well, and the thing is like I'm not super as much as I hate to see them leave, and I wish the best for them. I don't. Steiger, we all know, that we've been talking about it for the last few days. We saw he was slow, and the Jaheim Bell again. The numbers didn't really. I know we were plugging them into 100 different places. He wouldn't play it in just one position, but I don't know, man. I think we can find a better tight end. There's already like 3 or 4 tight ends I've seen in the transfer portal that would probably be a good fit for us. Like, I'm not worried about it. Like you said, there's 1,000 people in the transfer portal right now. We're going to find our plug in.
Yeah.
So
live by the sword,
anyway,
die
man,
by the sword, my guy. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But thanks. I love your show. Been listening the last couple of years. It's awesome, man. So appreciate it.
Yeah, you're the man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the call and the kind words, man. Awesome stuff. Yeah, again, guys, the transfer portal, live by the sword, die by the sword. We've benefited, and, sometimes it works out the other way. So it is what it is, and we keep it moving. And I've told you guys. I mean, it's I know there's many people out there that I know, like Phil, friend of the show, friend of mine, that he doesn't like what he doesn't like what transfer portal NIL are doing to college football, but it's part of the game now. Here we go. Bree, what's going on? How are you?
I'm all right. I'm around, guys. I call still like once a week, maybe. I think I skipped the whole week, but somebody was like, "Where you been?"
No, you're good. Yeah,
hey, man. So I see a lot of comments going around. Everybody's like, I don't say everybody, but there's a lot of comments that are directed at Shane Beamer. You better find an OC fast, or we're going to lose more people. First of all, we didn't lose Jaheim Bell because we lost our OC. I don't know why anybody would think that. But I would caution Shane Beamer to take his time to make sure we find the right OC. I don't think the transfer portal people or the recruits are coming for our OCs or our DC or our special teams coordinator. I feel like most people are coming because Shane Beamer. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that we're sitting. I don't want to say a dead period, because obviously it's not a dead period, but I think people right now are just they're impatient. I think impatience is getting the best of a lot of folks. So, because I agree with you. I have no problems with Shane Beamer taking his time when it comes to the OC. I mean, I obviously you want to act swiftly, but not be impatient. You know what I mean? There's a balance. So, you start bowl practice next Thursday. Signing day is on the 21st, and we all know the bowl game's on the 30th. So, sometime I'd like to have it done before signing day. I think it'd be a good thing for folks to, these players to know who they're going to play for. But no, I think, again, you just have to trust in Beamer. And isn't it so interesting, Bree? Isn't it so interesting that just some 9 days or 10 days or however long ago, South Carolina beats Clem Sucks, finishes the season 8-4, wins back-to-back games over top 10 teams, and Shane Beamer can do no wrong. Shane Beamer is all everything. And now here today on this Tuesday, December the 6th, slapdicks in the comments want to tell Beamer how to operate, how to hire an OC, who to hire. I mean, what happened? He was just all everything. You don't trust him to hire the offensive coordinator? I mean, let him work. Let him breathe. Let him operate. He's handling it. It's behind closed doors.
It's behind closed doors. Just let him work.
That kind of goes in line with, like, I've heard a lot of people, even in your chat room, I think I've heard you even make fun of Dan Mullen, and then everybody got excited. And I've seen so many, we're getting Dan Mullen. I'm like, hey, isn't this the same guy I heard people talking trash about, like, this whole last season? They make fun of Dan Mullen. It's just like whatever. Everybody's talking trash about Jaheim right now. And then if he decides to come back, they're going, we love Jaheim. Man, I think we just put too much emotion. That find some joy comment, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But when I really thought about it, I was like, maybe Shane kind of is onto something there. Because especially as South Carolina fans, if the only thing we're ever going to find joy in is our Gamecocks football, we're going to be in for a long road sometimes, you know, and that's probably any football team. So maybe he doesn't just mean find some joy in, you know, what the team achieved this year. Find some joy in life, because it's not always, the football season's not always going to go the way you want it to. You know, hopefully you're not making all your life choices and decisions based on how South Carolina Gamecocks are going to play. You know, I mean, that's you know, or what decisions Coach Beamer is going to make, because that's going to be a rough life for you. You know.
Well, I think that's something that, Bree, we hadn't considered. Maybe Jaheim Bell entered the portal because he's trying to find some joy. Maybe he's searching for joy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, baby. What you need? You want some Takis? All right, I'll pull you some Takis. So, yeah, and I've been here. I'm trying to help my kid right now. I've been struggling to get him enrolled in school because he hasn't been in regular school for a while. So that's probably been a little bit of me kind of being absent too. I will tell you, I've been a little stressed out and going through some rough funks of my own lately. So I've been, working on, my own podcast and, stuff I'm doing with the gaming. Want to remind everybody, next Monday, I do have my interview is scheduled to release with Zach Pickens' mom. We're doing the interview on Saturday. So, and then I'll edit it and put it out probably Monday evening. I think I'm going to go for an evening showtime when I do more of a steady show, because I'm not going to be on a steady show. I'm going to release this thing. It's a weird time of the year anyway to try to start a show because football season's tapering down. And I don't know that I'm really going to get into the other sports, and cover them so much. I might. We'll see how things go. But everything kind of fell on my lap real fast, faster than I expected it to. So that's kind of why I've been a little absent from the chat rooms and stuff, guys, because I got a lot going on. Trying to get my kid in school, trying to get my own show up and running. I got all kinds of stuff going on. But, yeah, man, I think as far as Jaheim, everybody's all mad, but it's like, how many of us were saying during the year, this kid's going to transfer out. He's not getting utilized. Now we're all mad. It's like, oh, I can't believe you're transferring out. Now I did kind of put out a tweet, kind of live video this morning. It was like, everybody's mad about him doing the T-shirt, but let me ask you this. You're a T-shirt guy. When you go to make a T-shirt, do you do it the night before or did you plan that out? And then maybe something changes. You got this shirt coming out that's going to be a Jaheim Bell T-shirt. You could add a Jaheim Bell T-shirt, and now he announces his transfer. What do you do about that? I mean, or you change your mind on something, right? You change your mind on something. You had a plan to put these T-shirts out. You advertise them, and now you've changed your mind about, hey, you know what? I'm not doing this event or something. Crap like that happens. Crap like that happens. But we're so mean to this kid all of a sudden. We loved him. Now we're just mean to him, and I don't get that negative. It's just nasty. I don't get that, man. Well, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, that's just going to happen. Fan is short for fanatic. I think any school, when a guy enters the portal, it's there's gonna that negative is gonna happen. I mean, I think you probably have heard my content from my end. I wish him nothing but the best. It's no hard feelings. It's part of the business, and it is what it is. And yeah. So I don't have any ill will towards the kid at all. Obviously, I mean, I think I literally put out a clip yesterday just saying about, hey, either wish them well or just don't say anything. I mean, it's just because at the end of the day, I mean, they're making decisions best for them, and we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, and that mean you can't have an opinion about it. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So I will say the timing of the merch and his promotion of hey, get to the Gator Bowl and all that on social media is kind of interesting. It's auspicious timing, but we don't know. Again, we don't know. We're just kind of guessing. We're not behind closed doors, so we don't know what type of roles, what type of calls he got from NIL, what type of role NIL played in. So I don't know. It's all we got's all we need, and I trust Beamer, and that's where I fall. So.
Well, I wasn't buying that shirt anyway. I didn't think it was very flattering look. I wasn't going to wear it, but What about so you hear people saying like, his family being involved, but I mean, isn't that what family does, man? I mean, everybody's going, he's an adult. I mean, he's a kid. To me, he's a kid. I'm about to be 40. I wish I had adults that were, or more experienced people in my life, maybe helping me out around that, 20-something-year-old age. I mean, you were in college. Did your family quit advising you and giving you their opinions all of a sudden because you were in college?
Right. They didn't. I would say, though, that I would advise parents of players to not be on social media. That's just my opinion. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, I like, if you want to be on social media, fine. But, like, I don't know that the chirping does a whole lot. But, I mean, to each their own. I mean, again, it's a free world, right? Social media is a tool, and it can be used in a positive. It can be used in a negative, like whatever. It's a tool. So, I mean, I'm not telling people there should be like a law that you're, whatever, but like, I don't know. I mean, we didn't need his mom or uncle or whoever to tell us that, well, he needs to be getting the ball. Like, we know that. Like, everybody knows that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like, if it was, I'll tell you this, if I was Jaheim Bell, or if I was a college athlete in today's world, I would tell my parents, like, if I saw my mom or my dad or whoever chirping on Twitter, I'd be like, yo, shut up. You're making my life harder. You're not making it easier. You're making it harder. Because I can guarantee you coaches don't want to deal with that. They don't. There ain't no coach. They already hear from the parents directly. Those are conversations that happen. I promise you. I guarantee you, I know for a fact. They happen at every school, too. I mean, I got a buddy of mine that works for Georgia that used to tell me about Justin Fields' dad calling Kirby smart all the time. Trust me, those combos, they happen. They happen. They don't want to have to deal with it on social media, though. I can guarantee you that. So if it was me, I'd be telling my parents, my family, yo, shut up. Let me do my thing. Let's handle it behind closed doors. Don't make a fool of yourself, because, I mean, what good comes out of it? You know what I mean? So anyways, whatever. I'm not calling anybody a fool. I'm not saying throwing any shots at anybody. How you want to handle your business, how you handle your business. You can stand on business, as Jaheim Bell likes to say. But, if it was me, I would just tell my family, like, yo, don't make life harder for me, because that's what you're doing in that instance.
Yeah, and my last thing on Jaheim too, though, man, is like, I mean, kid's obviously, an amazing talent. I mean, he's got talent. I've had critique of him over the season and reasons why maybe he wasn't getting playing time and whatnot, but there's no doubt the kid's amazingly talented. But at the same time, you hear a lot of fans going, well, there goes our bowl game. Well, guys, we got to 8-4 and we didn't even use Jaheim Bell. So kind of like, we're not, I don't want to say we're not losing something, because what he could have done for us next year, if utilized properly, was obviously could have been amazing, but we also didn't lose our offensive production by Jaheim hitting the transfer portal. If we have a tough bowl game, it's not going to be because we lost Jaheim Bell to the transfer portal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I wish him well, and looking forward to the Gator Bowl. And Bree, it was good to hear from you. I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'll talk with you guys later. Take it easy.
Bree, appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Peace.
Yep. Great stuff. All right. We're going to jump into one final break, guys. On the other side, I want to continue to hear from you. 843-790-3377. More of your questions, comments, calls, and more. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Final 5 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow, taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. What a day it has been. Appreciate y'all tuning in, rocking and rolling with us. What a day as the transfer portal continues to roll. Obviously, the conversation around Jaheim Bell, who hit the portal late last night. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. Today has been electric. Stephen Morwell Jr., any idea on shipping dates for the collab shirts from the Clem Sucks game? Yes, I am getting the shipping dates as we speak, so just stay tuned. All right, let's jump to the phone lines. What up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Well, the good old Clemson Tigers gonna beat y'all's ass next year. Whoop it down.
Them boys are reeling, man. Them boys are reeling. I appreciate the call, though. Good stuff. High-level entertainment here on this 843-942. Nah, I'm just kidding. I won't. High-level entertainment here. Anyways, a couple minutes to go. Guys, again, appreciate you all. You know, I would say this. It is, I'm still just, I can't get over it. I'm still just kind of thinking about, like, I understand it's business, right? I understand it's business. I understand that there are, the way things operate now with NIL and stuff, you're going to take offers and stuff like that. But I just, like, I think you can take on offers. You can hear out people without entering your name in the portal, right? Like, you can have these conversations, and I guess it would be tampering at that point. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know all the rules and everything. But, like, I feel like if you're going to, you know, we had the caller earlier say, you know, what if he wants to come back? I feel like if you're going to enter the portal, you know, like, you're not coming back, right? You're not coming back. So I don't know. Like, if you ask me, would I take Jaheim Bell back? You know, it's not an easy answer. It's really not. It's not an easy answer. Because on one hand, I mean, he's a good player. And sure, it's all business, whatever. But on the other hand, I mean, I think if you enter the portal, you're obviously making it clear you are not happy enough at your current location with your playing time, with your payout, with whatever else. So you feel the need to enter the portal and go elsewhere. And as Jaheim Bell likes to say, stand on business. So if you're going to enter the portal, I say you stand on business. And I say Carolina should stand on business. And both parties should wish each other well and keep it moving. You know, if you're going to be about business and you're going to make a business decision, which is what entering the portal is and what taking an NIL is, we'll stand on business. I'm all for it. I love stand on business. I think it's true. You should stand on business. When you keep it real, you never have to apologize. That's why you better hope, or you better make sure when you're making a decision, it ain't fueled by mom or dad or your uncle or your cousin. You better make sure you're making the right decision. That's it. Because nobody likes somebody that can't stand on business. That's it. So I don't know. That's a decision Beamer and them have to make. You know, if that were to even arise, which I don't think it will. I don't think it will. But, you know, Gene Lotz is a bidding war, all about the dollar for some players. And I respect it. Go get your paper. I respect it. Go get your paper. I respect it. But again, there's a certain level where I want to win. I think NIL, awesome. Great. As an SEC, as a fan of an SEC school who has the money to throw around, great. But when does winning by any means necessary become ridiculous? Should we have to pay every player $1 million? Like at some point, if you don't want to be a Gamecock, see ya. We shouldn't have to give you $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million, $3 million. We shouldn't have to pay you that kind of money. I want to win. I want my favorite team to be good. Hell, my favorite team being good positively impacts my own business. But I'm not willing to go broke to do it. And thank God there are people out there that they're giving ungodly amounts of money to NIL. But I'm about standing on business. And good business ain't giving an 18-year-old $1 million. That's just my 2 cents. Anyways, all right, we're going to get out of here. Appreciate you all. Check out the podcast version of TDC. I apologize yesterday, guys. Something happened with the audio. That one is up now. You can go listen to it. This will be up at 3 o'clock. Podcast will drop tomorrow. We'll keep rolling all week long with the content. Appreciate you all tuning in. Y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday. We will talk to you all